Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, glad to have you. Today we're asking a big question. Is the Xbox One S still worth it in 2025? It's been nearly a decade since this console was released, and a lot has changed. New hardware, faster load times, and powerful next-gen exclusives. But with the Xbox One S now super affordable and still widely available, some people are wondering, is it still a good deal? Or has its time officially passed? In this video, I'll break down everything from real-world performance, supported games, pros, cons, and who this console is still perfect for. Let's get into it. To really understand the Xbox One S, we need to rewind a bit to the original launch of the Xbox One back in 2013. At the time, Xbox launched what we now call the Xbox One Fat. And honestly, it was kind of a disaster. Microsoft pushed some unpopular ideas, like always online DRM, restrictions on used games, and bundling Kinect with every console, raising the price and lowering the hype. Gamers weren't happy. Meanwhile, Sony's PlayStation 4 came out swinging with better specs, a lower price, and a more gamer-friendly message. This put Xbox in a tough spot, until Phil Spencer stepped in. In 2014, Phil Spencer took over the Xbox division, and that's when things started to change. Under his leadership, Xbox shifted focus back to what matters: games, performance, and the players. And that's when, in 2016, we got the Xbox One S. This version was sleeker, smaller, more affordable, and it introduced key features like 4K video playback, HDR support, and a quieter, more efficient design. It was a big step forward, not just in hardware, but in rebuilding Xbox's reputation. Now let's talk about what's under the hood of the Xbox One S. Just the essentials you really need to know. The Xbox One S runs on an 8-core AMD Jaguar processor clocked at 1.75 GHz. It was decent for its time, but in 2025, it definitely starts to show its age, especially in more demanding games. For graphics, it uses an AMD Radeon GPU, capable of around 1.4 teraflops of power. It supports 1080p gaming with some upscaling for 4K video, but don't expect high frame rates or modern visual effects like ray tracing. Most models come with either a 500 gigabyte or 1 terabyte HD, a regular hard disk drive, not an SSD, and that means slow load times. We're talking 2 to 3 minute loading screens in games like Forza Horizon 5. Now let's talk about gaming on the Xbox One S in 2025, starting with the good news. First off, if you enjoy casual gaming, or you're mostly into older titles, the Xbox One S still delivers a solid experience. You have access to a huge library of great games from the Xbox One era, many of which still hold up incredibly well. Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5, The Witcher 3, Halo Master Chief Collection, and so many others. FIFA, for example, runs very smoothly, even in the newer releases like EA Sports FC 24 or 25. Sure, you might miss a few cinematic scenes like the Ballon d'Or presentation, but gameplay-wise, it's rock solid. And don't forget about Xbox Game Pass. The Xbox One S supports it fully, giving you access to hundreds of games to download and play, including many gems from Xbox 360 and even the original Xbox. Backward compatibility is a huge win. Even if you're not playing the newest AAA titles, there's still so much value here, especially if you're a fan of story-driven games, indie titles, or you're new to console gaming altogether. And honestly, in 2025, the Xbox One S might be one of the most affordable ways to access this massive game ecosystem. One of the biggest strengths of the Xbox ecosystem, and something a lot of people overlook, is how long Microsoft supports its consoles. Just look at the Xbox 360. It got over 18 years of support. The store is only just now shutting down in 2024, but even after that, you can still play Xbox Live games and access your library. And when it comes to the Xbox One S, the situation looks just as promising. Sure, they've stopped making new games specifically for it, and updates will be minimal, but here's the cool part. Microsoft's Xbox Series consoles use the same back-end servers as the Xbox One. What does that mean for you? It means you'll probably be able to keep playing your games online for another 5 to 10 years, maybe longer, as long as the Series X are still supported. So if you're happy with the games you already have, or you're focused on offline or backward compatible titles, you're getting a console that still has years of life ahead. Now let's be honest. While the Xbox One S still works in 2025, it comes with some real limitations. The first thing you'll notice is the long loading times, especially in larger games like Forza Horizon 5, where it can take up to 3 minutes just to get into the action. That's because the console uses an older hard drive, HDD, instead of a fast SSD like newer consoles. Performance is another issue. Some modern games that still support Xbox One, like State of Decay 2 or Souls-like titles, often run at low frame rates, hovering between 25 to 30 FPS, and can feel laggy during gameplay. Even worse, many new games are no longer releasing on Xbox One at all. Microsoft officially ended first-party support in late 2024, which means big upcoming titles like Avowed, Fable, Doom, The Dark Ages, and South of Midnight will be exclusive to the Series XS and PC. On top of that, the Xbox One S doesn't support modern features like ray tracing, native 4K gaming, or 120 FPS gameplay, and lacks next-gen comforts like quick resume or instant switching between games. And while you can still play most of your library, future updates and online features will slowly phase out over time. So, is the Xbox One S still worth it in 2025? Well, it really depends on what you're looking for. If you're expecting cutting-edge performance, access to the latest AAA games, and lightning-fast load times, then this console simply won't deliver. But if you're on a tight budget, or you're someone who's just getting into console gaming and wants to explore the Xbox ecosystem before committing to a Series X or Series S, the Xbox One S is still a very affordable entry point. You get access to Game Pass, backward compatibility with hundreds of games, and a solid library of older titles that still hold up today. At its current low price, it's a great way to test the waters without diving straight into the deep end. And if you end up loving the Xbox experience, you can always upgrade later with confidence. And that's it for today's video. I hope this helped you decide whether the Xbox One S is still a good fit for you in 2025. If you've used the console recently or you're thinking about buying one, let me know what you think down in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos on gaming, reviews, and everything Xbox related. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!